Be me, 29F, marketing manager for a fintech startup in the Bay Area. Salary is comfortably in the six figures, plus stock options that might actually be worth something one day. Consider myself the definition of a high-value modern woman, educated, ambitious, politically aware. My bookshelf is a shrine to contemporary feminist theory and memoirs by women who escaped traditional expectations. Honestly believe I have it all figured out. Got a boyfriend, Dave, 30M, works in supply chain logistics for a medical equipment company, makes decent money, but about 35% less than me. He's the definition of steady, drives a 5-year-old Honda Civic, wears plain t-shirts, enjoys woodworking videos on YouTube. We've been together 5 years, living together for 3. When we met, he was a typical bro. Liked barstool sports, made edgy jokes, didn't know what emotional labor was. I took it upon myself to rehabilitate him, viewed it as my contribution to the cause, spent years gently, and sometimes not so gently, correcting his behavior. Taught him to check his privilege, taught him that his silence is violence, taught him that as a white male, his default state should be listening, not speaking. Thought I did a phenomenal job. He does the laundry without being asked, he never interrupts me, he nods along when I rant about the patriarchy inherent in my office air conditioning settings. He is, on paper, the perfect deconstructed male partner. Flashback to the good old days. 6 months ago, our dynamic was clear. I was the CEO of the relationship, he was the intern hoping for a return offer. I controlled the emotional thermostat. If I was happy, the house was warm. If I was annoyed, Arctic winter. Dave forgets to load the dishwasher correctly. I say, I just don't feel emotionally connected to you right now. Dave makes a joke I find slightly problematic. Make him sleep on the couch so he can reflect on why that wasn't funny. Dave plans a date night but picks a place with bad vegan options. Cold shoulder for 48 hours until he grovels. It worked like a charm. He'd get anxious, wide-eyed, desperate to fix it. He'd buy flowers, write apology notes, scrub the bathroom floor. I felt powerful, felt like I was enforcing standards. Girls in the group chat called it holding men accountable. I called it maintaining my boundaries. Didn't realize that eventually, if you train a dog to fear the rolled-up newspaper enough, it stops trying to play fetch altogether. Fast forward to present day. Something has shifted. The air in the apartment has changed. It's not hostile, exactly. It's dead. Sterile. Specifically in the bedroom. We haven't had sex in 6 weeks. Before that, it was sporadic, maybe once every 10 days, and it was mechanical. He used to look at me like I was water in a desert. Now he looks at me like I'm a piece of furniture he's used to walking around. At first, I didn't care. Work was busy, we had a launch coming up. Told myself I'm tired, he's tired, it's normal domestic lull. But then the launch ended. My stress levels dropped, libido returned, and Dave is still buffering. Tuesday night, come home feeling cute, wearing a slip dress that usually triggers him immediately. Walk into the living room. Dave is on the couch, laptop on knees. He's watching a video about restoring antique hand planes. Barely looks up. Hey, he mumbles, eyes glued to the screen. How was work? Jimmy was being a nightmare again. Mansplaining the Q3 projections. Wait for him to chime in with, ugh, men are trash, or you should report him. Instead, he just says, that sucks. Tone is flat, like he's reading from a teleprompter. I sit next to him, close enough that our thighs touch. He doesn't lean in, he actually shifts his legs slightly away. Are you hungry? I ask, running a hand through my hair. Ate a sandwich on the way home. I'm good. Oh. Well, I haven't eaten. There's leftover quinoa in the fridge. He doesn't offer to get it for me. He doesn't offer to make me something fresh. Just points to the fridge like a roommate. I huff, stand up, stomp to the kitchen, make noise banging the bowls around. He doesn't flinch, doesn't come check on me. I eat my cold quinoa standing over the sink, seething. Later, in bed, I decide to be direct, turn off the lamp, slide over to his side, drape an arm over his chest. He's scrolling Reddit on his phone. Babe? I whisper. Yeah? Put the phone away. He sighs. It's a heavy, exhausted sigh. I'm really tired, Jenny. Long day at the warehouse. You're always tired lately. Yeah, it's a busy season. Is it? Or are you just avoiding me? He finally puts the phone down, stares at the ceiling. I'm not avoiding you. I'm just sleeping. Good night. Rolls away, back to me. I lay there in the dark, heart hammering, anger mixing with a cold dread. This isn't how the script goes. I'm the one who withholds. I'm the one who decides when the shop is open. Him rejecting me feels like a glitch in the matrix. It feels like insubordination. Wednesday morning, wake up early. He's already gone. Usually he makes coffee. Pot is empty. Note on the counter, left early for inventory. See ya. No love you, no heart drawing, just see ya. Panic starts to set in. Get to work. Can't focus. Open the sacred group chat. Me, Ruby, HR manager, perpetually single, hates men. Jess, serial dater, thinks every guy is a narcissist. And Emily, married but constantly complains about her husband's breathing. I type out the situation. 6 weeks dry. He rolled over last night. No coffee this morning. He's acting. Distinct. The dots bubble immediately. Ruby, he's cheating. 100%. Men don't just stop wanting sex unless they're getting it somewhere else. Jess, or he's addicted to porn. Check his browser history. If he's gooning to OnlyFans girls, dump him immediately. Emily, it's punishment. He knows you're successful in glowing up, and he's trying to lower your self-esteem by making you feel undesirable. It's classic negging via neglect. I read these over and over. Emily's theory resonates the most. It fits my worldview. Dave is intimidated by my power. I just got a raise. I'm looking better than ever. His fragile ego can't handle being with a woman who doesn't need him, so he's trying to humble me by withholding affection. Rage builds in my chest. Hot, righteous indignation. How dare he? After I picked out his clothes, after I introduced him to sushi, after I educated him on how to be a decent human being, I decide to investigate. Need proof before I confront him. I am going to destroy him with facts and logic. Thursday, Dave goes to his weekly gym night, or so he claims. I stay home. Time to go FBI mode. Boot up his iPad he left on the coffee table. Guess the passcode immediately. It's his mum's birthday, pathetic. Go to Safari. Hands shaking. History. How to fix leaky gasket, Honda Civic. Best brisket rub recipe. Why do I feel empty all the time? Symptoms of burnout. Cheap apartments for rent near his work. Pause. Stare at that last one, cheap apartments. Date stamp, yesterday. Stomach drops. Is he planning to move out? No, impossible. He can't afford to live alone in this city, not comfortably. He needs my income. Maybe he's looking for a friend? Maybe he's looking for us. Delusional, I know, but brain tries to protect itself. Check his messages. Group chat, the boys. Dave rarely posts there anymore. Scroll back. Dave. Anyone free to grab a beer? Need to get out of the house. Sent Tuesday. Friend 1. Can't bro, kid is sick. Friend. Working late. Dave. No worries. No mention of another woman. No complaining about me. Just isolation. Check his photos. Mostly pictures of his dog who lives with his parents. Screenshots of memes and pictures of receipts. No nudes. No suspicious selfies. I put the iPad down, feeling confused and unsatisfied. If he's not cheating and he's not a porn addict, then Emily must be right. This is psychological warfare. He is deliberately icing me out to regain control. He's searching for apartments to scare me or to fantasize about leaving. Either way, it's a betrayal. He should be communicating with me. He should be doing the work. Instead, he's Googling emptiness, like some emo teenager. Grow up, Dave. Friday. The decision is made. I am going to force a confrontation. I am going to corner him and demand he explain himself. I book a table at L'Abattoir. Trendy, expensive, loud, neutral ground but high stakes. Text him, dinner tonight, 8 p.m, dress nice, we need to talk. He replies 4 hours later, K, just K. I spend 2 hours getting ready, war paint, hair blown out straight and sharp, wearing my aggressive black and backless dress. I look like I own the building. I look like the prize he is fumbling. Goal. Remind him of what he's ignoring. Shock him into submission via aesthetic dominance. At the restaurant, we get seated. I order a bottle of natural wine that tastes like vinegar but costs $90. Dave is wearing a suit jacket I bought him 3 years ago. It's a bit loose now. He's lost weight. Didn't notice until just now. Face looks gaunt. Dark circles under his eyes deeper than usual. He orders the steak. I order the vegan risotto. We sit in silence for the first 10 minutes. I'm scrolling on my phone, waiting for him to break. He's just staring at the candle in the center of the table, watching the flame flicker. Not checking his phone, not looking at the waitress. Just staring. It's infuriating. Are you going to talk to me? I snap, putting my phone down face up. He blinks, looks at me slowly. What do you want to talk about, Jenny? Us, Dave. I want to talk about us. Okay. Okay? That's it? We haven't had sex in 6 weeks. You treat me like a stranger. You're looking up apartments on your iPad. Explain yourself. Dropped the bomb early. Wanted to see him panic. Expecting him to stammer, lie, get defensive. He doesn't flinch. Takes a sip of water. I was looking at apartments because I think I need to move out. Voice is steady, horrifyingly steady. My jaw actually drops. Excuse me? I can't do this anymore. Do what? Be in a relationship with a successful woman? Is my success that threatening to your masculinity? Raising my voice now. Couple at the next table looks over. I don't care. I need the audience. I need witnesses to his fragility. Dave looks tired. Not angry, just exhausted. It's not your success, Jenny. I'm proud of you. I've always been proud of you. Then what is it? Is it someone else? Just admit it. There's no one else. Then why is the bedroom dead? Why won't you touch me? Am I ugly? Am I too old? Fishing for compliments? Needing the validation? You're beautiful, he says, but it sounds like a fact, not a feeling. You look great tonight. But my body doesn't want to be near you anymore. It's a physical reaction. I freeze up. So you are intimidated? No, he says, putting his fork down. I'm flinching. Flinching? From what? I don't hit you. You don't have to. He looks me right in the eyes. I feel like I'm constantly on trial. Every day, every conversation. I'm walking through a minefield. That's called being held accountable, Dave. That's called partnership. No, he shakes his head. That's called surveillance. I scoff loud enough that the waiter hesitates to approach. You are being so dramatic. This is gaslighting. You're trying to make me feel crazy for having standards. See? He points a finger at me. That. Right there. What? The buzzwords. The diagnosis. You don't listen to me. You analyze me. You categorize me. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm a case study you're trying to fix. I did fix you. You were a mess when we met. I was happy when we met. He raises his voice for the first time. People are definitely staring now. I was happy, Jenny. I watched football. I ate gluten. I laughed at stupid jokes. I was a person. You were a man-child? I was 25. And now? Now I'm just hollow. I'm a reflection of what you want me to be. You're ungrateful, I hiss. I pay the majority of the rent. I handle the social calendar. I carry the mental load. You carry the control, he corrects. You took the mental load because you didn't trust me to carry it correctly. You took the finances because you wanted to dictate how we live. I'm leaving. I stand up, throwing my napkin on the table. Power move. Leave him with the bill and the embarrassment. Expecting him to run after me, beg me to stay. I storm out, heels clicking on the pavement. Wait by the valet stand, counting down. 5, 4, 3. He doesn't come out. Wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Check my phone. Uber notification. Your ride is arriving. He didn't chase me. He probably just asked for the check and finished his water. The rage is blinding now. I text the group chat in the Uber. He caused a scene. He's playing the victim. Says I control him. Literal narcissist playbook. Ruby, run. He's trying to flip the script. Do not let him back in the house tonight. Jess, lock the door. Make him sleep in his car. He needs to learn. I feel empowered. Yes. Lock the door. I am the queen of this castle. He will not disrespect me and then sleep in my Egyptian cotton sheets. Get home. Slam the door. Engage the deadbolt. Pour a massive glass of wine. Turn on Real Housewives to dissociate. Wait for him to come banging on the door. Planning my speech. I will demand therapy. I will demand full access to his phone. I will demand a written apology. An hour passes. 2 hours. It's midnight. No Dave. Anger starts to curdle into anxiety. Where is he? Did he go to a hotel? Did he go to a friend's? Is he with her? The imaginary woman? I check his location. He turned it off. The audacity. I fall asleep on the couch, wine glass in hand, TV flickering. Saturday morning, wake up with a stiff neck and a headache. Apartment is silent. Check phone. No text from Dave. Panic rising. Unlock the front door just in case he tried to come in and left. Go to the bedroom to change. Open the closet. Freeze. His side is empty. Not completely empty. The hangers are there. But the clothes he actually wears? Gone. The duffel bag from the top shelf? Gone. His sneakers? gone. Rush to the bathroom, toothbrush, gone. Razor, gone. Rush to the living room, his laptop charger, gone. He didn't just stay out. He came back while I was asleep on the couch. He walked right past me, quiet as a ghost, and he packed his life up. How? How did I not hear him? Realization. He knows exactly how deep I sleep after wine. He planned this. He waited for me to pass out. My phone buzzes. Text from Dave. Heart jumps into throat. Maybe he's regretting it. Maybe he's scared. Open text. I stayed at Mark's last night. I came by and got my essentials while you were asleep. Didn't want to wake you and start another fight. I typed back furiously. You coward. You sneak around in the night like a thief? Come back here and face me. Typing bubbles appear, then disappear, appear again. I'm done facing you, Jenny. I'm done being managed. I'll send a mover for the rest of my stuff next week while you're at work. I'll Venmo you my half of the rent through the end of the lease. You can't just leave. We have a life. I love you. Sent. Read at 9:14 a.m. No reply. 9:30 a.m. 10 a.m. I call him, straight to voicemail. Hey, this is Dave. Leave a message. I leave a screaming voicemail. You are abandoning me. This is emotional abuse. You're a child running away from conflict. Call me back right now. Hang up. Throw the phone on the couch. Scream into the empty apartment. A primal, frustrated scream. It echoes off the exposed brick. Nobody hears it. The plants just sit there. Midday, the council convenes for an emergency brunch at my place. Ruby brings champagne. Jess brings artisanal donuts. They are ready to trash talk. He's having a quarter-life crisis, Jess says, biting into a maple glaze. He'll be back in a week when he realizes he can't cook for himself. He's clearly intimidated by your promotion. Ruby nods, sage-like. He tried to bring you down to his level, and when it didn't work, he ran. Weak energy. You're better off, Emily says. Now you can find a man who is actually on your level. Someone who reads theory. Someone with emotional intelligence. I'm nodding, drinking the champagne, trying to feel the relief they say I should feel. Yeah, I say. Yeah, he was holding me back. I was doing all the emotional labor. Exactly, they chorus. But as they talk, I'm looking around the apartment. I see the bookshelf. Dave built that bookshelf, not bought it from IKEA. He built it. Wood, stain, varnish. I remember complaining that the stain was too dark. I remember him looking crestfallen and saying, I can sand it down, and he did. Spent a whole Saturday sanding it down because I didn't like the shade of walnut. I see the spot on the rug where we used to play Scrabble, before I banned Scrabble because the English language is inherently patriarchal. I was drunk and on a rant, but I stood by it. He just laughed and packed the game away. Never played again. I start to feel sick. Not the champagne. Something else. A creeping, cold realization. He said he felt unsafe. I interrupt Ruby's rant about her own ex. The room goes quiet. What? Asks Jess. He said he felt emotionally unsafe, like he was walking through a minefield. Ruby scoffs. Classic Darvo. Deny, attack, reverse victim and offender. He's painting himself as the victim to avoid accountability for being a bad partner. But was he a bad partner? The words slip out. My friends look at me like I grew a second head. Jenny, he didn't post you on Instagram for 6 months, Jess says. He didn't read the books you gave him, Emily adds. He voted for the moderate candidate in the primary. Ruby whispers like it's a slur. I know. I rub my temples. But he made me tea every night. He fixed my car. He listened to me complain about work for hours every day. That's the bare minimum, Ruby yells. Stop settling for the bare minimum. Evening. Friends leave. Apartment is quiet again. I go to the bathroom, look in the mirror. My makeup is smudged. I look hard. I look severe. I remember Dave's face at the restaurant. I don't see my girlfriend. I see a critic. Flashback to 2 years ago. Dave wanted to learn guitar. Bought a cheap acoustic. Practiced in the bedroom. He wasn't good, obviously. I told him, can you please stop? It's grating. Maybe take lessons before you inflict that on me. He put the guitar in the closet. Never saw it again. Flashback to last year. Dave wore a goofy Hawaiian shirt to a BBQ. He loved it. Thought it was funny. I told him, you look like a frat boy. Go change. You're embarrassing me. He changed into a grey polo, shoulders slumped. Flashback to the bedroom. Him trying to initiate. Me sighing and saying, Is that really how you're going to start? It's so uninspired. Him pulling away, apologizing, always apologizing. I sink down onto the bath mat. The bare minimum. He did everything I asked. He changed his clothes. He changed his hobbies. He changed his speech. He changed his politics. He carved himself down until there was nothing left but a husk that fit into the box I made. And then I got mad at the husk for being empty. I didn't want a partner. I wanted a project. And I completed the project and destroyed the man. Phone buzzes. Notification from Venmo. Dave sent $1,200. Rent for the remainder of month plus next month. Memo. Take care of yourself. No anger in the memo. No fight. Just closure. I open Instagram. Go to his profile. He hasn't posted in a year, but I see he's tagged in a photo from today. Click the tag. It's Mark's account. Photo of Dave, Mark, and two other guys. They're sitting on a porch, drinking cheap beer. Dave is wearing that old Hawaiian shirt, and he's laughing, like head thrown back, mouth open, genuine laughter. His eyes are crinkled. He looks 5 years younger. He looks alive. I look at the timestamp 2 hours ago. He left me, went to his friends, and immediately started living again. I'm sitting on the floor of a $4,000 a month apartment, surrounded by feminist theory books and expensive plants, perfectly aesthetic, perfectly right, perfectly alone. I type a text to him. I can change. I can stop analyzing. Please come home. My thumb hovers over send. I look at the photo of him laughing again. He looks free. I delete the text, throw the phone across the room, pull my knees to my chest, and for the first time in 5 years, I don't have a witty comeback. I don't have a sociological framework to explain this. I'm just a bully who pushed her lover too far, and he finally stood up by walking away.